What if the future we're living in was already predicted thousands of years ago? What if the warnings we need today about technology, power, truth, and freedom were already whispered by the greatest minds in history? Today we uncover 10 times philosophers warned us of the future, and why it's clear that most of us didn't listen. Watch the video until the end to become the 1% that knows. Stay tuned for 10 insights that could change your perspective forever. 1. Plato's allegory of the cave. Over 2,000 years ago, Plato described a group of people chained in a cave, watching shadows on the wall, believing them to be real. To these prisoners, the shadows were reality, because it was all they had ever seen. Plato wasn't just describing a cave. He was warning us about illusion, manipulation, and ignorance. He believed most people live in a kind of mental prison, mistaking surface appearances for truth. In today's world of social media, algorithms, and curated content, how many of us are still staring at shadows, thinking they're truth? Plato's allegory remains a powerful reminder to seek deeper understanding and question the reality presented to us. 2. Nietzsche's world without meaning. Friedrich Nietzsche foresaw a future where belief in God, objective truth, and morality would crumble. He termed this the death of God. Without a higher purpose, he warned, society would descend into nihilism, a state where nothing holds significance. Today, we witness increasing depression, disconnection, and a pervasive sense of emptiness in our hyper-modern world. The signs are all around us. From the rise of mental health issues to the erosion of community bonds, Nietzsche's predictions seem eerily accurate. Were we warned? Absolutely. Nietzsche's insights resonate now more than ever, urging us to find meaning amidst the chaos. His philosophy challenges us to confront the void and create our own purpose in a seemingly indifferent universe. 3. Lao Tzu and the age of overconsumption. Thousands of years ago, Lao Tzu, the father of Taoism, warned, "He who knows he has enough is rich." In a world obsessed with more stuff, more likes, more power, Lao Tzu's ancient wisdom reminds us that too much leads to collapse. Minimalism isn't a trend, it's a survival tactic. Embrace simplicity and find true wealth in contentment. In our age of overconsumption, Lao Tzu's teachings are more relevant than ever. Seek balance and discover the richness of a life well lived. 4. Aldous Huxley and entertainment as control. In Brave New World, Aldous Huxley envisioned a future where control wasn't exerted through fear but through pleasure. He foresaw a society distracted by endless entertainment, shallow gratification, and constant dopamine fixes. People would willingly surrender their freedom, trading autonomy for comfort and independence for distraction. This world of streaming, scrolling, and numbing was not one of enslavement but of seduction. Lulled into complacency by the allure of constant amusement, we find ourselves in a reality eerily similar to Huxley's prophecy. 5. Socrates and the rule of the unwise. Socrates questioned democracy not because he opposed freedom, but because he feared what happens when the uninformed rule the informed. He warned that popularity would outweigh wisdom and emotion would replace reason. In an age of viral opinions and impulsive politics, Socrates' warning hits harder than ever, urging us to value wisdom over popularity. His insights remind us to seek knowledge and question the status quo. 6. Heidegger and losing ourselves to the machine. Martin Heidegger didn't fear technology itself, but how it changes our relationship with the world. He saw technology as a double-edged sword. He warned that as we become more efficient, more mechanized, we lose our essence, our connection to the world around us. When we treat nature as a mere resource, something to be exploited, and humans as data points, mere numbers in a system, we risk forgetting what it means to be truly human. Heidegger believed that technology could alienate us from our true selves, creating a world where we are strangers to our own existence. He urged us to remain mindful of our humanity, to not let the machine dictate our lives, and to cherish the moments that make us human. 7. Marcus Aurelius and the Inner Fortress. In the chaos of a collapsing empire, Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. He warned us that the world would always be unstable, so what's the solution? Don't try to fix the storm, become the calm. Embrace the chaos around you. In an age of constant crisis, this stoic wisdom is more relevant than ever. By building an inner fortress, we find peace amidst the turmoil. Marcus Aurelius' teachings remind us that inner peace is the key to navigating external chaos. 8. Jean Baudrillard and the death of the real. Baudrillard warned of a world where simulations replace reality, where signs, symbols, and media create a hyperreality more convincing than the truth. Today we have influencers selling authenticity, AI mimicking emotions, and fake news shaping real consequences. The line between real and fake, almost gone, blurring our perception. Hyperreality is now our new normal, where the simulated world feels more real than reality itself. 9. George Orwell and the Big Brother. Orwell's 1984 wasn't just a novel. It was a blueprint of fear and control. He predicted a future of total surveillance, thought control, and history rewritten. Now in the digital age, governments and corporations track everything from what you say to what you think. The question is no longer if Big Brother exists, but how many of them are watching and listening to us every day. As technology advances, the lines between privacy and surveillance blur, making Orwell's warnings more relevant than ever. 10. Carl Jung and the shadow. Carl Jung warned that what we refuse to face in ourselves, we project onto the world. He called it the shadow, a part of us that holds our hidden fears and desires. When society ignores its darkness, its fears, anger, and instincts, it doesn't disappear. It erupts in violence, division, and chaos, affecting everyone. To avoid dystopia, Jung insisted, one does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious, embracing it fully. By acknowledging our shadow, we can transform it, leading to personal and collective healing. Jung's insights remind us that facing our inner darkness is essential for a brighter future. The future doesn't arrive without warning. It whispers through the words of those who saw farther than most. Plato, Nietzsche, Huxley, Jung, they weren't just philosophers. They were prophets, trying to save us from ourselves. The question is, are we finally ready to listen? If this video made you think, make sure you like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear these warnings. And tell us in the comments, which philosopher do you think predicted the future best? See you in the next one. Stay curious and stay thoughtful.